I still get that shy feeling, and sometimes it gets hard for me to start filming. Gotta build up my courage. But anyways, out on the trap line, my grandpa always taught me to use what you have, Like, town's way over there, and you can't just make a trip for, something. You just basically make what you need. Like, if you're gonna learn how to tan moose hide, it'd be good to learn how to make tools too, to do it. And when I was young too, I was fascinated at how things worked, Like, I'll take apart the old radio or things like that, and just to see how they work, And when I got my first scraper, that's what I did. I kind of just looked at it and see how they made it, So, for one thing, I know they heated it up and they bent it, and then they flattened this out, and they hardened it, and then they tempered it, and then, so that's what I did. And here's a little video of me making my scraper right from scratch. Okay, I mean, here's a couple of videos, and of me taking it off an old skidoo, this spring, and me flattening this out right here, and probably me making the handle. And yeah, if you can make your own tools, that's awesome. Okay, here's the video. Well, I decided to make some scrapers today. So here's an old eland. I'm going to use the spring off it. I'll take this off. This skidoo, my grandpa bought it off Eunice Gardner a long time ago. And one late fall, we're getting our traps ready. And I went to go warm up our skidoo, this one, and there was no pulley cord, so when I went to check, there was no motor. Someone went and stole the motor. So anyways, I'll take this off, and then I'll cut it with the grinder. So now I painted it. I cut some old blue shirt, and basically I'll just make a handle with it. And when I get on the top here, I'll twist it like this. And keep going all the way down like this. Like so. Keep going all the way to the end until it looks like this. And now it's all ready for the moose hide. cool, eh? And even my softener, you know, my when I break the fibers on my moose hide, I even I figured that out too. Like, if you have the material around, just make it. And here's a couple of videos of me making my softener. Okay. Okay, now I rounded it off. I'm gonna cut grooves in it, like I have this one. So, okie doke. Remember, this used to be a brush saw blade? Now it's part of my moose hide softener. Here's my handle, and I glue it together. And here's a couple I made already. Awesome, eh? So if you know how to make your own tools, that's a plus, right? So anyways, where were we on this? We called the moose, right? And then we skinned the moose, right? And then we squared off the hide. And then we fleshed it. And then, remember, you gotta take that thin membrane underneath, under the flesh, okay? Remember that. And we shaved the hair off. And then I showed you how to string it up. And then now we scraped it. And now we're at this point. Now to tell you what's next is, okay, we'll scrape it right down to 1/8 of an inch moccasins, right? We're making moccasins out of it. So we'll make it that thin. And then that'll be the rawhide stage, right? Okay. Now, what's next is, I already showed you the 2 ways of how to smoke it. And when you do your first smoking, you got to remember your hair side only. And from there I can tell you about what cycle I do, okay? In the softening stage. Okay. We do the first soaking, or smoking, right? The hair side only. I already showed you a video of that. But I could show you how to start your little smoker, okay? Right here. Okay? Okay, you need some rotten spruce. You need a lot to do a hide. So always have lots on handy. Now add hot coals. To get it going. And always have some damp thinny too beside your smoking. In case your fire gets too crazy, too hot, you could throw some damp thinny too on there to knock down your flames if it does pop up. Okay. What's next is I'll talk about the cycle I repeat over and over and over until my hides soft enough, okay? And the first cycle is the hair side only. You smoke the hair side only. and after that you soak it. And my solution is a capful and a half of Downy and 2 squirts of dish soap. Here's a video of me doing that, getting my water ready, my solution, and yeah, okay. Okay, we got our first smoking over with. Now let's get our solution ready. A capful and a half Downy. Two squirts of sunlight and 2 buckets of hot water. Stir it up. Add some cold water. So the water should be just warm. Hottish warm. Okay, we'll take off this hide and we'll put her in. Okay, now we got it all folded up. We'll put it in the solution, okay? This is its first soaking, and I'll soak it for 2 days, and I'll try to break it in those 2 days. Okay? Okay. Okay, so we smoked it and we soaked it, and I like to add that only the first cycle you smoke the hair side only, just for that cycle, the only one side. But other cycles, when you smoke it, you smoke both sides. So only the first smoking is the hair side only. Okay, and okay, now that we got our hide in soaking, and I soak it for 2 days. Okay, 2 days, and in those 2 days I work it. That's where that softener tool comes in. It's like a wash machine, I guess, eh? Like when you throw your hide in the water or your pants in the water, and then it goes dook 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 dook. Well, that's like the softener, eh? You're the agitator, I guess, and you're breaking up those fibers. But like I said, Marianne has the old washing machine up in the yard, eh? And here's that picture of that washing machine I was telling you about. Awesome, eh? That's what she uses. She takes off the rollers and put her solution inside, and she took most of the day. So, anyways, the part of the cycle, let's get back to the cycle. We smoke it, and then we soak it, and then we work it for 2 days. And here's a video of me working my moose hide. Okay. Yeah, I'll do this for 3 times a day, and it usually takes me an hour to do one set. Basically, you're trying to break those fibers, right? Right. Chugga 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 chugga. Wash machine style. Okay, here's another way you could work your hide. Okay? Okay. I usually start with tail side. And you'll have a nail right here. That's all I do. See, once you do this, you do the flesh side. Same way. And once you do both sides, and here's the corner, I'll go in the middle of the two corners again. Like I turn it clockwise into the middle again. And then work both sides, hair side, and then flesh side. And once I finish both sides, I'll turn it clockwise again. I'll find the corner. Here's the corner. And this is the next side. So I'll put it up there. And then I'll work both sides again. Hair side. And then I'll do the flesh side. And once I finish that, I'll find the corner again, and I'll go in the middle again. And do the hair side, and the flesh side. Both sides. And once you went right around, you put it back in the water. I usually work my hide maybe 3 times a day. And I'll be soaking it for 2 days, right? So anyways, this is working your hide. And peace. Okay. That was me using my softener, softening my moose hide, and like a wash machine, right? And I'll do that 3 times a day, right? And after that, I wring up my hide. After I soak it for 2 days and work it, I'll wring it out. And this is how I wring it out. Okay, now that we wrung out our hide, remember how I said you go wring it right, and then you lock it, and then wait about half an hour, and then go the other way, left, till it locks, and then wait 15 minutes, or half an hour, doesn't matter, well, yeah, and then after that you take it off, and then you go widthwise, do the same thing, and then, okay, and after you wring it out, we got to stretch it, and here's a video of me stretching my hide. This is all part of the cycle, right? Like we smoked it, we soaked it, we worked it those 2 days while it was soaking, and then we wringed it out. Now we got to stretch it, okay? Okay. Part of the cycle, remember? Okay, we stretched it, and now we'll just let it dry now, And then once it's dry, we repeat our cycle. And in this cycle, we smoke both sides before we soak it. And then work it, and then wring it out, and then stretch it, and then start all over. Keep repeating that cycle over and over and over, and until it's soft. And then next time I'll explain to you how to do the finishing touch, right? And the final smoke. Awesome, awesome. Okay? Okay. So to recap today, we talked about tools, right? And the cycle. And then when you do that cycle, you repeat that cycle. Sometimes it takes 4 soakings, sometimes 5, depending, like, this is a bull moose, so it might take 5, 4, and repeat those cycles until it's soft, right? And then the next time we'll talk about once it's soft enough, we'll do the finishing touch and the final smoke. And then I'll probably have a video of where I unstitched the moose hide already, so we'll do that. And we still gotta make moose hide moccasins, cause we call the moose, right? We call the moose, and then we skin the moose, and then we squared off the moose, and then we fleshed it, and we shaved the hair off. We strung it up. We scraped it thin enough for moccasins, and now we're on a cycle, a softening cycle. And then we do the next time we'll do the finishing touch and the final smoke, undo our stitches, and then make our moccasins from the moose, right? And here, I cut out a pattern from one of the moose hides I helped my mother-in-law finish. See? This is the bottom. I just copied the pair she made for me. And these are like wraparounds. So that's what we'll do. We'll finish off that way. So the next one is the finishing touch. Once we soften it right to soft, and finishing touch, and then the final smoke, and moccasins. I don't know how to make moccasins, so we'll figure it out. We'll make it our own way, eh? Okay? Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So this is peace, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Okay.